and welcome back to the 100% playthrough of The Witcher 3 Blood and Wine. We are still doing the La Cage aux Folles quest, and we need to find the Spotted Wight's lair. Now, obviously, it's in the Kerberta Woods. It's kind of not a nice place to be at currently. So we might as well be a bit more careful concerning that. We also have a little question mark on the way there. So maybe it's not all too bad to actually take a look at it. All about. Now obviously some of you might argue that we could in theory go here. However, this is a quest that once triggered can actually fail, and I kind of want to meander through here to avoid it altogether and grab it on, maybe even grab it on our way back to Regis if we don't actually do it in one of the later episodes. Just through here and book it through in the bushes. I think it's going to be the best way to do this. So yeah, this is the state that I want to avoid for now. Just because of that one quest, I don't want it to fail because it's actually a very interesting one. Definitely worth doing. Do we have anything around? Is my question. Like, boglets. Let's go with one.
Come on.
Is there another one? Oh, there is. It is. Okay. I do hate boglets with a burning passion. What do we have here? Definitely broken armor, that's for sure. Which means we need to resist this. Is this any better? Ooh, it is. It actually is, and it's a silver sword. I do wonder what a knight was doing with a silver sword. Considering they're not exactly known for... They're not exactly known for using silver swords. He's... Oh! No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Very cool. Oh my goodness. Yeah, the dyes, the armor dyes are definitely something else. I don't know, the yellow makes him look like a Mario Kart character, I don't know why. Or not the yellow, the orange. I mean yellow too, it's just not appropriate, girl. No. We're not gonna dress you into this just yet. Where is this? Oh, there it is. Smeagol Circus's notes. Um. Oh my god. Okay, Smeagol, obviously from Lord of the Rings and Circus. I think the actor actually playing Smeagol is Andy Serkis. Yes, yes, he is. Oh my god. The fact that I never realized that before. Oh my god. Oh my god. And the letter itself just by skimming through it. I've lost him, my dearest. Someone has stolen him, my darling, my treasure, my spoon. That creature from the Caraberto woods must have been it. All the help says the town's abuzz with talk about missing spoons for much time now indeed. Since this creature has stolen cutlery from all Beauclair and has not yet been caught by our valiant guard, it means it must be clever, tricky even. And anyone clever can be swayed by arguments, especially financial ones. So I asked my jeweler, Mathenberg, to make a spoon of pure gold, which I shall take to the Caraberto woods to find that monster and propose a trade. A spoon of gold for my most precious spoon. And I could have done it in Smeagol's voice. My precious. Sorry. but let's not do that. Yeah, Smeagol Circus. Oh my god. Bless the devs for doing such things. That's amazing. Oh, by the looks of it, that's the empty graves. Trustamara. Statewin. Barghest. Yeah, Barghests are also...
Barghests. Never a good omen.
Like, how many of there
Not good.
of you are there? Now have to resort to Quen, definitely Quen, before we die. How many? Not good, this is not good, this is not good. I don't remember there being so many Barghests. Everyone gone. Okay. And now we roll away. No, don't block in. Don't block in. Geralt, no. Hold on. Okay, let's do our rollouts. And one more. One more. Barghests, eh? Factors, there they are. Shenshin resonance foul deeds, and if evil threatens to overwhelm, you will ponder the fate of the outskirts of Vizima. Remember the hideous Barghests which scourged them, and repent. Sermons for feasts and funerals by the Reverend Yeoman of Tretogor. Full of simple or superstitious minds claim committing particularly rotten acts will bring down the wrath of the gods in the form of Barghest, phantom dogs which stalk the roads at night. Even if this were their origin, Barghest saints and sinners alike would need fear Barghest, for they attack both with equal ferocity. Preachers rarely believe in the gods, but they do accept that Barghests exist and are always connected with some sequence of tragic events that happened in the past. Their explanation, however, holds that Barghest's result from a curse or a concentration of ill will. Now let's see what actually helps against these. Axie and Erden. Okay. That's good to know. That's very good to know. Very good to know. It's locked. So many Barghasts. Oh goodness. Yes, and we're here. Okay. Sword in hand. Fingers crossed that will kind of... Did we actually unlock... Okay, we did. Trustamara hunting cottage.
Strange. Get a sense that the spoons are beating out some kind of rhythm. A message. Trying to tell me something.
Still locked. And this is definitely gonna be locked because there's a beam right here. Okay, this is the hunting cottage. Actually quite nice looking. Think about it. It's a shame that it succumbed to ruin.
None shall sit and dine with you at your table. No spoon you have shall say to you. Never again shall you wish to spy your reflection in the mirror. Sounds like a curse, all right. Somebody's clearly obsessed. Regis mentioned the place might be cursed. Can't be a coincidence. Need to look around.
Okay, this is the place.
None shall sit and dine with you at your table. No spoon you have shall say to you. Never again shall you wish to spy your reflection in the mirror.
Okay, and that's written all over the place. Soiled letter. Marlene, my dearest daughter, you've no idea the pain it causes a father to write these words. A father who must abandon his own child ceased to be a father, and his heart shall never know comfort. Sadly, as a result of what has happened, I have no other choice. We, along with the rest of the household, must abandon our estate. It's because that curse took you from us, leaving you instead a mindless, bloodthirsty creature. You shall go north to Kovir, and if you ever read this letter, which could only mean you have returned to human form, you are to look for us there. For my part, I can only promise each year I will send an envoy who will be tasked with checking in on you, seeing if you are alive, and if so, in what form. Faith that you will once again be my beloved Marlene gives me the strength to live on. Perhaps the curse will not last forever. Perhaps someone will come along. You can lift this burden you. Farewell, your loving father. So
What a pigsty. Need to search it thoroughly. Find a way to collect some white saliva.
the Wight in question is Earl Marlene.
White's obsessed. A real collector. Thoroughbred. Spoon. Pretty ordinary. Maybe a little old.
Just maybe, yes.
Spoon's incredible. The craftsmanship. Must have graced a rich man's table.
Stained diary. For a few days now, I've been having dizzy spells. I've never experienced anything like this before. If it carries on, although I can't stand witchcraft and sorcery, I'll have to visit a herbalist. The dizziness has not gone away. Worst of all, it's been joined by pain so strong that at times I cannot see. I've been to the herbalist. A repulsive old crone looked at me like she had seen a monster. She gave me some cursed mixture that I have to drink twice a day. It's not helping at all. Today, like every day, I looked in the mirror and was lost for words. I usually check that I don't have any wrinkles or bags under my eyes, but today there's no wrinkles, but there they were. I have hair growing on my breasts. It's horrible. It's ought to be because of those damned herbs. I went to the herbalist to smash her face in, but her chambers were empty. Must have known what would have happened and liked it. My family is starting to suspect something, although I'm cutting the hair back, which is growing back faster and faster. I've tried to put the idea out of my head, but I can't hold it back any longer. Maybe it wasn't the herbs that have led to this, but a curse placed upon me by an old beggar whom I had to chase off one time. I have to find out. I want to hire someone who can find the herbalist. I can't think, and it's getting hard to write. Loneliness, no family. Eat. I want to eat. Not a good spoon. Empty spoons. Nothing. Eat. It hurts. Mirror. Lies. No. Ah! Well, that essentially sums up
Realized
everything.
She was changing into a monster. Recorded it in her diary. Poignant. Smashed mirror. As if someone couldn't stand to look at themselves. The monster. Journal's author, maybe?
So many things. Makes actually for nice
No
wind
spoon you
chimes.
have shall say to you. Whatever lives here treated that literally. Still searching for the right spoon. Another spoon. Yep, just as normal as the last one.
What else? Another spoon? A spoon key!
A spoon key. Sophisticated crafting. Tag bears a description. Wight's a true collector.
Spoon keynote. This certifies the item up for auction. An antique spoon key forged at the Christopherson and Sons workshop in 1210 belongs to Smeagol Circus, owner of the Pheasantry. Okay. So we have...
Wight's obsessed. A real collector. Thoroughbred.
We have a little treasure hunt along. Oh, good grief.
Skeletons. Doubt they came here willingly. This have anything to do with the curse? None shall sit and dine with you at your table. It'd make sense. Right arm bit right off. Teeth all knocked out. Somebody tried to force feed him. Broken neck. Indentation in the skull's lateral surface. Smacked in the head with something heavy. No claw or fang marks. Probably choked to death.
Decaying letter. Dear Master Levasseur, I know you track outlaws for pay. I have an unusual assignment for you. No doubt you wonder why I have drawn you out here and why we cannot meet in person. You see, it is my present situation. Any kind of meeting is very risky, not so much for me as for the person with whom I meet, for I am afflicted by a curse, or as I hope, and why I have turned to you, the side effects of medicine given to me some time ago by a herbalist. Soon after I visited this herbalist, she disappeared without a trace. I desperately wish to understand my illness, so I wish to hire you to find her. When you do, learn as much from her as you can about the medicine she gave me. If my suffering is a result of her wickedness, then make her provide an antidote. I assure you I have ample wealth and will reward you with no small part of it for your services. If it turns out my suffering is not the fault of the herbalist, please let her go. I will then have a different task for you, because this shall mean I am afflicted by a terrible curse which only the gods can cure. I believe it was cast upon me by a certain beggar who came by the manor while I was hosting a soiree for a few friends. If you can't find that vagrant, I will pay you double. Sadly, all I remember of him is that he sold mirrors. I'm aware this is not much aid for your hunt, yet I trust in your considerable talents and wish you the best of luck. Marlene, the trust Tamara. And here we go. Master Mirror was in Tucson as well. And placed, very likely placed a curse on
Woman's
Marlene.
name scratched into this wooden spoon. Romantic. Spoon. Pretty ordinary. Maybe a little old.
Okay, down we go.
Actually does seem like a Wight's lair. Bit atypical, but still. Cauldron should be somewhere around here. Another spoon. Yep, just as normal as the last one. Wight's obsessed. A real collector. Thoroughbred.
Okay, before we go over there. A ladle.
Spoon. Pretty ordinary. Maybe a little old.
Not a spoon, it's a ladle, Geralt. Whoa. That's a lot. Words of wisdom on beastly curses. Monstrous curses and their description. Introduction. Curses that change a fellow into a monstrous creature have existed since the dawn of time. They have a variety of origins and a variety of effects. It normally happens that a major sorceress casts a curse and the spell changes the subject. It doesn't always happen straight away. Sometimes the person who has been cursed changes slowly bit by bit. It also happens that a normal fellow can cast a curse, someone whose conscience is clear and who has done good in their life. Such a person can acquire power, and thus the aggrieved can place a curse on the evildoer. Such curses are strong and cannot be removed easily, thus everything by which human suffering is atoned is long-lasting and painful.
Another spoon. Yep, just as normal as the last one.
Another one here.
Wight's obsessed. A real collector. Thoroughbred. Spoon. Pretty ordinary. Maybe a little old. Another spoon. Yep, just as normal as the last one. Thousands of them here. Wight's been a collector for years.
We need a key for this, though, so we might have to come back eventually. And now to get to the final room of the place, by the looks of it. Another spoon.
Wight's obsessed. A real collector. Thoroughbred. Cauldron I was looking for. Wight's not particularly tidy.
A greater remunition.
Spoon.
Well, thank you.
Pretty ordinary. Maybe a little old. Table's set. Wight, who lives here, is getting ready for some sort of feast. Wight that lives here, definitely afflicted by a curse, and it's been trying desperately to lift it. Another spoon. Yep, just as normal as the last one.
And last but not least, the cauldron.
Cauldron's empty, unfortunately. Regis needs some brew. Afraid he won't get that. No choice but to hide and wait for the saliva glands and their bearer. Need a spot that'll let me observe the cauldron.
And what better way to hide than in a closet? Don't pull the sword. Let's try and lift the curse, Geralt. One step at a time. You know how to do it.
Not gonna hurt you. Wanna help? I've seen the words of the curse on the walls. Think I know how to lift it. You tried to bring folk here, convince them to sit at the table with you, right? Well, I'm gonna be your guest now. Your willing guest. Just need a bit for Regis. And now we'll tend to you.
Okay, let's remind ourselves about the exact wordings of the curse.
Need to get this right. Words of the curse were, none shall sit and dine with you at your table. No spoon you have shall say to you, never again shall you wish to spy your reflection in the mirror.
Okay, so we got the first thing right. So the guest who wishes to dine with Marlene in question needs to be willing, which Geralt is. Well, no spoon shall say to you means that spoons are kind of pointless in this case, so let's eat, but not using the spoons.
We can't use spoons. No, that won't work. You've been looking for a spoon that would feed you, but there's no such spoon. We need to eat without spoons. Open your eyes. You need to see your likeness.
And there it is, the reflection. Geralt does not look too healthy.
Think it worked. Just not quite like I expected. Need to see what happened to the Wight. Won't be hard to find given its stench.
No, Regis, no, we're not gonna report back to you yet. There are more bar guests. By the looks of it, yes. Okay, Erden does seem to work very nicely against guys. Much better. Much better. Have another one. Never mind, this one didn't get the chance to attack. Let's follow the stench. I'm guessing more guests. No. Worked.
Shh, easy. Not gonna hurt you.
Eat. I must eat.
I'll take you someplace safe.
And he took her home.
So I took her by the hand and led her here. Seemed the only sensible place for her.
You did the right thing, sir. She should recover quickly here. Don't worry, sir. I shall see to everything. She is safe here and in good hands. She'll soon be back on her feet.
Might actually take a while. She hadn't eaten anything in over 100 years when I found her.
Horrid. Whatever brought this about?
She was cursed.
Told me her story on the way here. Her name's Marlene. She was once the very beautiful and proud heiress to the Trastamara estate. One evening, when she was holding a banquet for friends, a beggar came to her gate seeking alms. He had a bowl and a spoon with him. He sat outside her fence and waited.
I've heard of the custom. An ancient rite of hospitality that obliges one to give food and drink to such a guest lest he depart hungry. To neglect the custom is to bring great misfortune down upon oneself.
Marlene didn't care a whit for the old customs. She drove the man off, saying she'd rather feed the leftovers from her feast to her dogs than to give the beggar anything. The beggar then broke his spoon, cast a curse. She was beautiful, so he said she'd never wish to look at herself in the mirror again. Since she adored feasts, he swore no one would ever wish to sit and dine with her. And as she even refused him the crumbs from her table, he swore she'd never find a spoon in the world that would sate her hunger.
A harsh punishment. I imagine lifting the curse was hardly simple.
Well, we did some thinking, figured it out. Let's actually tell you the story, Barnabas.
Curses are tricky. They play on irony. Always gotta figure out what the catch is. Marlene had spent decades looking for a way to lift it. Transformed into a Wight, she stole spoons and lured folk into her home, trying each time to get them to dine with her. Didn't work.
So what did?
Someone had to sit down and share a meal with her, of their own free will. They had to eat without using spoons, and make her look at her reflection.
That's it? That was all it required?
Simplest solutions are sometimes the last that come to mind. Besides, when you're a Wight, it's pretty damn hard to find willing human company for a feast.
I imagine so. But, most importantly, it is now over. Please, don't worry. She will be in good hands here.
Oh, well, we can immediately delve into some renovating.
Starting to really like this place.
So why not?
Maybe we should keep going, refurbish some more. What do you think, BB?
As you wish, sir. Shall we see to the house or the grounds this time?
Well, you know what? Let's work on the house.
Feels like by investing a bit of coin, I could make the house more functional.
Indeed, momentum is best maintained once established. Now that we've finished the general renovations, you might begin to consider such things as a new bed, or additional armor stands, or weapon racks. Also, some new furnishings and a fresh coat of paint on the walls would do much to improve the guest quarters.
Okay, we could use a better bed.
Thinking about buying a comfortable bed. Always wanted one.
Excellent idea. In your profession, rest is supremely important. But say the word, and I shall order you a bed from the carpenters who craft comfort for the court.
Oh, bonus to vitality. Definitely order a new bed.
Great. Order me a fine bed, please. Think I deserve one at my age.
True indeed, true indeed. I shall send a runner at once. The bet will be in place by this time tomorrow. Is there anything else you require, sir?
Definitely order another weapon rack.
Could use another weapon rack. Got some interesting pieces I'd like to display.
I know of a carpentry shop in town which crafts the humblest lumber into true masterpieces. You need but give the word.
2 additional
Fine.
ones?
Order the racks.
Definitely.
Of course, at once. At most 1 day for them to arrive, is my estimation. Is there anything else you require, sir?
Yes, we need more armor stands.
Along the path, I've often picked up well-crafted, beautifully ornamented armor. Some of those pieces would look great on display here.
I agree. It would lend the place a certain witch's air. Shall I order new stands at once, sir?
Definitely.
Yes, just please make sure they're solidly made and nicely finished.
It goes without saying, sir. There is nothing worse than splendid armor upon a subpar stand. By this time tomorrow, they shall be ready to display your finest finds.
Wonderful.
Is there anything else you require, sir?
Let's talk about the guest bedroom.
Was wondering about the guest room. Not that I'm expecting company, but...
Oh, but that is immaterial. All self-respecting homes should boast a comfortable guest room. What if someone were to drop by unannounced?
Let's have the guest bedroom refurnished.
Yeah, sooner we start on that the better.
I can tell a man of action immediately. I'll see to it myself. The room shall be ready in 2 days, in my opinion. Is there anything else you require, sir?
The grounds, it would be nice to improve
Starting
those
to
too.
get into this whole renovating thing. There must be other things we can improve.
What a splendidly wise idea. Now that the general refurbishment is done, why not see to the grounds? Perhaps renovate the stables, or return Madame Bolis's garden to its former verdancy?
Roach deserves a roomier stable for sure.
You know Roach, my horse? Well, we've been through a lot together. And since I finally got a decent place to stay, I think she deserves one too.
Oh, a sturdy stable testifies to a most honorable owner. Just say the word, and I'll have them start working on it at once.
Have to it.
My Roach deserves the best. Have them refurbish the stables.
I shall get to work at once. Yet finding workmen and completing construction takes time, though likely no more than 2 days. Will you be needing anything else, sir?
Yes, we need herbs in the garden.
So sometimes I have to brew a potion, but I can't find the herbs I need growing anywhere nearby.
Well, you're in luck, sir. The flower garden, once kept by Madame Nina, Monsieur Bolis's wife, seems the ideal place to cultivate herbs. In fact, it's roomy enough to plant shrubbery.
Then let's do it.
Good idea, Barnabas Basil. Herbs there will save me hours of painstaking searching and harvesting.
The idea is yours, sir. I am but the humble executor of your will. I believe we shall have sown the first seeds in 2 days' time. Will you be needing anything else, sir?
That's about it.
That's all for now, BB. Thanks.
Oh, this looks so much nicer already. Just one more thing. Marlene, can we talk
I thank you. So tasty. Oh,
No,
so good.
just like this. No additional. Okay, so we got the white brew. Then we need to report back to him. And of course, we will do that, but in the next episode, most likely, unless we choose something different, because we do have quite a few things to do. Alright, yeah. I think that's going to be it for this episode though, so thank you so much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed, and if you did, like, comment, subscribe, click that little bell icon to stay notified whenever I upload a new episode. And other than that, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!